What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Boredom House, and today we are in the travel room where we are visiting the downtown of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, here we are again in another destination, and today we are in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, let me tell you something. This place I thought I could walk around to, but after seeing what I wanted to see, I said no. So I got me a little rental car. Now, I know electric wasn't my first choice, but it was the only one they had, and I wasn't about to wait around. But anyway, let's get to the journey. So we start off by getting us some breakfast at the Big Biscuit. Now, I'm going to do a separate reaction on the food, but let's just say that this wasn't a bad breakfast spot. I really enjoyed it. It got a pretty good, decent rating, and I decided to do this slow motion syrup for whatever reason. I thought it looked cool. You know, they don't call it food porn for nothing. All right, let's keep moving. Now, the one thing is that coffee was trash, so we went to Dutch Bros where I tried their coffee, got some, and we hit the road to the Gathering Place Park, which was freaking massive, let me tell you. Now, once we got there and took a look at it, we realized we are not going to be able to walk it. So we got our scooters and we hit the trail just to go check out how everything looked. And they had a lot to offer. When you start out going down the trail, you see their old electricity building. Maybe it's the new one, I don't know. But I mean, they have basketball courts, tennis courts, skate ramp, you name it. And there were so many other places that were connected to it. But unfortunately, we didn't have that much time. So we just cruised along during a nice sunny day. That was a nice house right there. But let me tell you, this place was so beautiful. Look at that. You see that? And that's how big it was. All the red outline. It's massive. Now, the water don't look too clean, but it's still just a very nice sight. Very nice. Just take it in. Look at the clouds. Don't even look real. Hey, sweetie. Look at it. All right, for our next stop, this is a little bit more of a somber place that we checked out. We checked out the Black Wall Street Memorial, where it had all the names of the victims, the businesses that unfortunately burnt down due to poor decisions from people that were prejudiced back in the day. But this is the site that remains, so we had to walk it just to feel history. There's a baseball stadium right there. Really nice. And just look at that. Look at that sign. That's history. So many artworks, murals that were painted. It just gave you a nice sense of what history was like, you know. And I'm just happy that we are at better times, right? So I'm going to leave here with a moment of silence through this portrait. May you rest in peace, guys. All right, so as we continue down, we decided to go check out a shopping center. But first, we had to drive through. Just want to give you a little bit more of what we saw on the way to that shopping center. There goes that baseball stadium I was talking about. Just look at it. It's so nice. So nice, in fact, we had to double back and get another view of that beautiful sign. It's history, baby. It's history. All right, we have made it to the beautiful shopping center that they had. It was all kind of like an outside, I don't know what you want to say. It's like an outlet mall, but not outlet stores, but regular stores. Well, I guess an outside mall. I don't know why that was so hard to say. This place had a whole bunch of stores that are name brand, had some personal stores, you know, like small businesses, and many of the finer restaurants, Olive Garden, Fleming's. Well, did I just say Olive Garden was a finer restaurant? Okay, anyway. Now, as you observe here we are in our natural habitat, being silly, being goofy. We saw a phone booth and say, you know what, we just going to have a good time. Now, to her surprise, that phone actually does work. So she see her shock there. There's about 3 of these around. So that's pretty cool. I did not think it was going to be real. I was telling myself I'm about to hop out like Superman, get in there, act like it. So I picked up the phone, as you see here. I started dialing. And when I heard a boom, I was like, oh, no. Okay, this is real. Look at me trying to be cool. I need a haircut. Y'all not my friends. Hey, but even without a haircut, I still look good. I'm so sure. It's all right. Love our bodies in 2025. All right. Let me focus back on what we were supposed to focus on. So here we are walking through. There's more shops. That was all I was talking about toward the bottom. There were more of the home shops, small businesses. And oh, what do we have here? It's a wild sweetheart. I shall capture her. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's keep going. One last view. Now we are at the next stop. We were hungry, so we headed to downtown to look for some food. We tried several different places. But a lot of them had long waiting times. We were there on the weekend. Get it, baby. But we settled on Brooks Restaurant. We've had a nice rooftop, as you see out there. Now, that's about as where the nice stopped with this restaurant. I'm going to say this is the most polite way I can say. Although they had a lot of food choices, it was hot garbage. Absolute trash. I would never go back again. I'd rather eat air. You could serve me a bowl of ice and it probably would have been better than the food that they served. I didn't even want to give it a rating, so that's why I'm doing it here. Oh, and that drink said squirt. I thought that was funny. I didn't realize that was actually like a soda. Those drinks, watered down. 3 sips, they were gone. Do you see that? That was the best item that they had. It doesn't even look that good. Anyway, sorry I'm on a tangent. She lied to me. She said that we were just taking a photo. It was a video. But anywho, we decided to go to the park where we actually filmed our first episode of our podcast. Be sure to check it out on the channel. It's called A Day in the Park with Dom and Beans. The first episode is titled Intimacy because we played the card game Intimacy where we learned about each other. All right. I couldn't get over how blue those skies were. It was so beautiful there. Now, overall, this place here, it is very nice visually. You really get a nice homey feel and everybody's friendly. It feels more like a place that you want to go for retirement, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I didn't like the food much, so I won't say it's a food spot that I enjoyed, which makes me sad because I love food. But you know what? Everybody deserves a second chance, so I'm going to get some recommendations. I will be back to check it out. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. But I love Tulsa. This was a nice place to chill, relax, and it did not disappoint. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, let me know where you want me to go. Peace.